Swedish chef.
We could do a Swedish chef theme. Bjork, Bjork, Bjork. Alright, so this is our first habanero that has actually turned red in our very cold Dutch garden.
It's tiny.
And yeah, and my husband is going to murder it.
Right.
So, what do you think of the outside?
It's very small.
Here, let me put the camera on it. Hold it still for a moment.
Yeah. It's got a nice red color, but it's small. There's some more coming that are bigger, but this is the first one that turned red.
And so we are going to murder our firstborn. We're murdering our firstborn.
Yes.
Texture when you put the fork in it?
It's got a nice little bit of resistance to it. It's still crisp.
So in other words, it's probably not entirely ripe.
No.
Dissection?
Dissection shows no seeds. That's not a good sign. We may want to let the other ones sit on the trees for a little longer.
Yeah, but once they're red, they're red.
I know, right? There's a little bit of placenta there, but still no seeds.
No seeds. And today you have on your surgical gloves?
Yes, because you never know. It might be very hot, then again it might not. It might be very disappointing. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, alright, so you're going to eat your first piece. Texture?
Texture nice and crisp.
Initial burn?
Initial burn not a lot, and it's pretty bitter.
Very bitter, so it's definitely not as ripe as it looks on the outside.
No. You may want to save the ones that we've got up for a little while. I lost that one.
Uh-oh, if it's on the floor, the dog will eat it. And then we'll have a hot dog. But I'm bum-ching.
The dog will have a surprise of his lifetime, except not, because this one is not very hot. Habaneros go all the way up to 350,000 on the Scoville scale, and this is not it. This is not 350,000.
This is a giant disappointment.
For a habanero, yeah, it's about as hot as the Hungarian hot waxes from 2 weeks ago when we did the last video. I mean, there's not no heat. There's some.
It's just not. I don't even see you getting a sweat.
No.
Alright, so this firstborn child definitely needed to be murdered. Disappointment. Mr. Dexter says it's a disappointment too.
Once you get past the initial bitterness, it's quite tasty. It's about like, you know, a pepper. I could do this without gloves.
Mr. Dexter. Well, that's kind of a disappointment that you could do it without gloves. Maybe I should get another pepper from the pepper plate. Was there a devil's tongue on there?
No. All we have is more Hungarian hot wax.
Well, I think this is a giant fail. I think this habanero gets a what on a 1 to 10 scale? A 2?
Make it a 4.
Why 4?
Because it's not bad. It's not nasty. It's got a good texture. It's just small and not very hot.
Well, I have to say that our habaneros have been a disappointment in our Dutch climate. We have pampered the shit out of them and gotten nothing out of it.
There's a couple dozen fruits coming. All we need to do is make sure that they get dried out a lot better.
Yeah, but it's almost the end of August, and it's already dropped down to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 21 Celsius. And our chances of hot garden weather are pretty much...
Yeah, we're going directly from the heat wave into fall. So anything that, if we want these to heat up, we have to do it inside.
Which, dun dun dun!
Yeah.
bring in
the grow light.
The grow light, which we bought this last year, and this is what our peppers are going to get next. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Alright, well I think we should sign off because this is such a disappointing pepper. And this is Pepper Murder Volume 2.
Yes.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.